So this video is going to kind of be part 2 of a video I did a few months ago. That video was the top 5 things I want to see in NBA 2K17, and this is going to be the top 5 changes that I want to see in NBA 2K17. Before I get into the actual list, I just wanted to put up a few nominees that I thought very well could have possibly made a list, but since I had to narrow it down to 5, I just decided to throw these up at nominees. Number 1 is trading in my team. I mean, I could see how this could very well go wrong between just communication errors and like people just trying to make like either one team stacked or just not agreeing in general consensus. But what they could do is basically you just put someone up on the trade block, and then you could just field the offers that you have for that player, whether you send them MT and a player, just players, several players, really whatever you want to do. So number 2, we could move on to something for my career. This is picking your parents for my career. So it's kind of stupid how in 2K16 if you make like a white guy to play in the game, your parents are black no matter what. So can't really do anything about that, but I would like to see, just so you can pick your parents, kind of what you look like, kind of a base foundation of what your player will look like. And finally, number 3 is also for my career, more interviews or cutscenes where you can like choose what you say. I know in like 2K15 my career, in 14 they had like interviews and cutscenes where you could like say, like affect the morale or how much people liked you. But in 2K16, I didn't play too much of my career, so I don't really know about this too much, but I know there weren't too many cutscenes where you could absolutely choose what you wanted to say. So that was the nominees, and I hope you guys enjoy the list. So the first thing on my top 5 list is in my league and my GM, more realistic trade offers. I know some of the trade offers are either way too overpowered or way too realistic. That being so, say I offer up like, say in the Clippers I put up like Blake Griffin on the trade block. Sometimes I can get stupid things like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like a stupid power forward. I can get like Ersan Ilyasova or Donatas Monajunas, like stupid trades like that, and then it just throws like a second round pick in there. Same thing with the 76ers. They also throw like stupid trade. I don't know why it's always the 76ers that put the stupidest trades in there. But that is number 1 on the list. Let's move on to number 2. So number 2 on my list is a draft mode in NBA 2K17. Basically what you have to do in 16 is you have to go on 2K MT Central, either on a computer or an iPhone. They have an app on it for your phone, or just in any phone really. It really doesn't matter. But they have this, it's kind of like Madden. I know 2K probably doesn't want to copy EA Sports so much, but I know they have this in Madden. I believe they have it in FIFA. Madden, it's called Draft Champions. Basically what you do, you draft a team. I believe you have to play 3 games and win 3 games, and then you can do it again and start a new one. But you don't have to like either pay MT for the players, just pull packs and try to hope for your odds. You basically just draft the team and then you play with it. And it's nice because everyone has a really good team. There's no real money involved that you have to pay. No kids using their parents' credit card to just go buy MT and try to buy players. But I think that's a cool mode just because it's not like your actual My Team. I know they have actual like My Team in Madden. I'm not sure about FIFA. I'm not a real big FIFA player. But I know they have that, and I feel like that works really well, and it's a really good mode they added into Madden 16. I hope they continue it for Madden 17, and I hope that they also put it in NBA 2K17, because I feel like it would be a really good mode, and a whole lot of people would like it. Moving on to number 3 of my list, it is Olympic rosters. I know a whole lot of people left this down in the comments section of my original video. I also got it from there, and this was also one of my personal things that I realized that would actually be really cool in 2K. If you put Olympic rosters in with like the USA team, and even if it's like historic Olympic teams from like, I don't even know, from like 2000, like whatever year it was, like 12 or whatever year it was. I'm probably wrong on that, but the teams, they could be like stacked. You can play with them online. You could also put in other countries' Olympic teams, which would be really cool. I feel like that would just really boost the overall of either online matches that people play all the time, or you could either use them in a My League if you really wanted to. I feel like that would just really enhance the game a whole lot, and it would make a whole bunch of fans really happy. Number 4 on my list is asking for more minutes or players on your team to be traded. This is a My Career feature that I would really like to have. Basically, you can either ask for more minutes if you're like a scrappy player and you feel like you can earn those minutes and you can earn your play and your potential that could possibly be you turning into an NBA superstar. Or if you're such a high overall, say if you're like a 90 overall high, you can ask for players to be traded on your team. Rather, that's just like a guy that you're splitting time with that you really don't want to. You want to get some scrap in there that you can basically control how many minutes you get and how much you would like kind of probably what LeBron does in real life, same with like Steph Curry and probably like Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. They just kind of have someone who backs them up, and they really decide when they want to come out of the game and when they feel like they're tired enough and when the backup players can really go in. So I feel like that would be a cool thing. I don't think you can do that now. I hope you can't do that now, but that is number 4. Let's move on to the final thing that I needed improved in NBA 2K17. So the final thing on my list of improvements I want to see in NBA 2K17 is choosing your own story in My Career. This was a comment on my original video, and it's either just deciding if you are a terrible player, like I believe you were in 2K15, an insane player like you were in 2K16, or just an average player. I feel like that would be really cool. You could either go like a top 5 pick like most players probably were in 2K16, you could be undrafted like you were in 2K15, or you can just be average. You can be mid to late first round, possibly even a second round pick, or you can then just get moved down to the D-League. I know a whole lot of people wanted to see the D-League come back, but I can't see how they would work that out, just because I don't know if they would have all the rights to those players and all those team names, just because I know it is like the farm system of like teams in the NBA, but it'd just be really complicated to get all like the issues worked out with, can you use these teams, can you use these players that aren't really like making like a good salary, and I don't know if they would even want themselves in a video game. So that is basically it for my top 5 things I wanted to see changed in 2K17. I will link the original video in the comment section, or not the comments, the description down below. That is my most popular video on my channel by far, around 30,000 views, so that is why I just decided to make a part 2. I thought it would be really cool, and I hope you guys did enjoy this part 2 of the top 5 changes and improvements I want to see in NBA 2K17, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.